This week's Tweak of the Week comes to you from Liverpool, where I am going to see Dr. Darika de Back-Rose in her clinic in Birkenhead and to try a new treatment she's offering called SkinStorm, which is all about a mechanical deep cleansing and super improving of the face. So come with me and I'll show you what that's all like. So Darika, it's fab to be filming at your clinic and I'm really looking forward to trying the SkinStorm, and I wanted to know what got you so interested in SkinStorm.
Well, it was over lockdown actually when I was chatting to Sharon and I was saying, do you know what would be amazing would be a really sort of super facial device that's not just cleansing, but it's got, you know, tons of other really good technologies. And Sharon said, well, actually, I'm kind of in the process of thinking of something really clever at the moment. And here it is, the SkinStorm.
Sharon, everybody knows you as the founder of Crystal Clear, but you've come up with something really amazing now, haven't you? The SkinStorm. Can you tell me about that?
We've just developed SkinStorm. It's all about treatment layering for dramatic skin change.
Wow.
So we use 6 different elements of treatment, hence the name. It's all very much water-based, ice, light.
Amazing.
So the thunder of a storm.
sounds slightly terrifying, these elements, but I know you've designed it to be really helpful and healing for the skin. So how do you combine all the drama of the needling and the storm and the ice with healing for the skin?
What we've done in every single element of that treatment, we use topical dissolved oxygen.
Okay.
The topical dissolved oxygen infuses the solutions that we use, and it also goes through like a Peltier plate, and literally it cools it. So when we're treating the skin quite aggressively in some of the treatment elements, we're respecting the skin, we're de-stressing it and taking it straight down.
Wow. Chris, you were the chemist behind the formulations that are used in the SkinStorm system, and I wanted to ask you about this topical dissolved oxygen and how you've worked with that in these products.
Yeah, sure. So I've worked with Sharon at Crystal Clear for about a decade now, and one of the things that excited me the most about the new SkinStorm system is that it calms the skin by using a combination of low temperature and oxygen for stimulation. What it does, it allows me to formulate with very high levels of active ingredients to treat the skin in a system that is inherently cooling and calming. So the skin is in a completely distressed state.
Okay.
And the significance of that is some treatments do, by default, by design, almost insult the skin.
They stress it, don't they? All the needles, the heat, the lasers.
Exactly, and that's to stimulate a response. But we can stimulate this response from oxygen and from low temperature. So we're stimulating a response with no side effect, which for me as the formulator lets me deliver high active ingredients, high levels of active ingredients, without worrying that they may have a negative side effect.
So you can achieve now lots of different treatments that historically you'd only be able to go in maybe and have a complicated needling treatment or have an intensive resurfacing treatment. Now we can put them all together, so you can imagine the results that you can achieve by combining all of those treatments in one.
Can you see
That is super calm and clear, isn't it? After all that, I would have expected it feels so smooth.
You see the clarity.
I can, and also the lack of redness, erythema, thanks to those lights, thanks to that oxygen. There's a deep cleansing to start with.
We use vortex style cleansing, however with a twist. So we infuse the vortex style cleansing with topical dissolvable oxygen and we cool that. So it's not just cleansing anymore, you're actually feeding the skin with oxygen. The skin needs oxygen to survive.
Fantastic.
Then we do our resurfacing with not just crystals like the old ways of doing skin resurfacing. We blast the skin with crystals and we have a light on the handset as well to help us to create a deeper, more intensive treatment because we're healing at the same time. It's the world's first in ice peeling.
Ice peeling?
Yeah, so we've got a peeling solution. We use a very potent blend of AHAs, but we've infused that with topical oxygen and we've cooled it straight the way down. Because we're cooling and we take away the irritation often associated with peeling. Then we have our ice needling, which is amazing because you're making the channels. The skin is really cold. You don't need to anaesthetize the skin because it's so cold you don't feel anything. After each element, we put a light over, we call it our quadrifusion. It's a triple light source that we put over the skin to help heal. And then we have our perfusion at the end. So the perfusion is using high pressure.
Pushing it all
It's
into the
amazing.
skin. It's just amazing to try something completely new and different. Having this sort of oxygen sneeze. Wow.
You didn't expect that, did you?
This is proper pressure, isn't it? So, so this is pushing it right into the skin. I can believe that, yeah.
A high PSI to literally drive the product directly under the skin. But you get instantaneously, you can see the cheeks are really lifted, everything's plump, it's smooth.
Okay, so who is this good for? Is it older skins, younger skins?
The great thing about SkinStorm, because that's my background, I do research and development, I've made it so clinics can install a system that can do anything from congested skin, because of the oxygen helping to the bacteria, to an aging skin like mine, where I need to build new collagen, I need to give it a plumpness effect, I really need a nice brightening effect. So it's suitable from a younger skin with congestion through to an older skin, but also to more serious treatments such as maybe treating some scarring. But this is brilliant for really firming and plumping the skin, great for, you know, jawlines that maybe lost their tonicity, plumping the skin lines and wrinkles, just aging, just changing the whole quality of the skin. But also giving the skin an instant workout because of the oxygen. I love it right the way under the eyes, because lots of us have those tiny little fine lines under the eyes and discoloration.
Normally when I see patients with that, I would have to put topical anaesthetic on. But with this, whilst it's not absolutely lovely, it's very, very well tolerated and very comfortable without any anaesthetic at all. So that's, you know, pretty impressive too.
Our patent is in the topical dissolved oxygen. But I think the most exciting thing about this treatment is the fact that you can do all of those different treatments, but the skin is still distressed at the end, and the skin looks amazing, and you will go away feeling, gosh, I can really feel the difference. But an intensive treatment that's going to continue to work after the treatment.
Intensive, yeah. It's quite extraordinary. This is so lovely and cooling. I'm really interested to see what my skin looks like when this comes off. This is, I almost want to pick at the edges. You see how it comes up in a great sheet like that. It'll be ready in another minute. But my skin feels absolutely fine despite all that needling, peeling, resurfacing. It feels quite normal under this, just super cool. So we'll see what it looks like when this all comes off. Wow, that looks fab, doesn't it? That is so clear. But what an extraordinary multi-layered treatment. I mean, but my skin's looking great, isn't it? Really clear, really fresh. That was SkinStorm, this week's Tweak of the Week. Thank you very much for watching.